What's up, everybody? It's Supersmallchibiwolf, and today I'm going to be talking about Dragon Ball in-depth battle and Season 8. So, two things in one. Now, the first thing, let me just say, long story short, I won't spoil anything, but the Broly fight. That's pretty cool, yo. That was really cool. I was going for Broly. I was going to make a video, but, man, I was busy recently, so I was like, you know what, let me just prepare for the upcoming next week, which is next year. Pretty cool. And of course, the season finale, the last reviews too. But besides that, yeah, yo, let me just say this. This season we got two Dragon Ball characters, and I worry. Because in my opinion, this is an issue for two reasons. Now, number one, I like the idea of having Dragon Ball more. Wait, don't get me wrong. But in the past, look at, for example, Dragon Ball will be most likely treated like Street Fighter. Now, by this I mean in the past they did more than one Street Fighter fight in one season, and then they waited around 2 years for another fight, which was what was it, Ryu versus Jin, Street Fighter versus Tekken. Now, by the way, I love Street Fighter and Tekken, Ryu and Jin. Just wanted to put that out there. Despite my love for both characters, I love that fight, and to be honest, oh man, that fight was cool. But back to, yeah, I don't see any Street Fighter being used next season. I want it to be, but let's be honest. A lot of fighting game characters like Street Fighter, Tekken, Dead or Alive, etc. I don't see them being used a lot. Maybe they'll bring back, what was it, Darkstalkers? Maybe because they did do John Talbane. So, yeah, maybe the Darkstalkers and Killer Instinct. Yeah. So, maybe they'll bring back characters from one or the other. I could see that happening. But I want, me personally, a Street Fighter character. Me personally, I would enjoy now. I would enjoy them bringing three characters that I have in mind for Street Fighter: Sakura Kazukano, Ibuki, and Karen Kanzuki. Okay, those three are the ones that I want from the Street Fighter universe to be in that battle. Now, moving on from that, for Dragon Ball Way, because ah man, two fights of Dragon Ball in one season, I don't see them bringing them back. Like I said, going by their past of how they treated the Street Fighter series, they wait a year or 2 years at least. So if that's not the case, then I hope they bring, Videl, Yamcha, of course. Videl versus Sakura from Street Fighter, Yamcha versus Inuyasha. That's two that I would say is cool. But most likely they will do big names like Kale, Caulifla, Piccolo, Gohan, and Tien or Krillin, most likely. Now, in my opinion, the fight that I think that will happen is, to be honest, they're gonna bring Piccolo, either Piccolo or Tien, one of those two. Gohan has a chance, but I see them doing more of the friendly villains, villains that eventually became their friends, which, Piccolo was. Or Yamcha is another, villain turned friend, Tien, villain turned friend. Now, I have not watched all of Super. I've seen some episodes, so Kale and Caulifla, I know Kale has some, you know, intense thing with Goku, like this dude's an issue or something like that. But from what I seen, the clips and all that, Caulifla, you know, she was like more chill with Goku from what I seen. Now, one fight that I would like if they do use either of them. For Kale, I would say, what's that dude's name from? Maybe put like a Sagat from Street Fighter because he's also want to be strong and all that, but most likely another character definitely because I don't see that going good for Street Fighter, but I think Caulifla versus a psychic character. I seen this fight, for example, Tatsumaki. I heard going around for Caulifla to fight against. And I think that would be pretty interesting if that does happen. That's a pretty cool idea. Caulifla versus Tatsumaki. I love both characters. They're pretty cool as well. Oh man. So let me talk about the next thing. I am happy. I am grateful. They got Cloud Strife. Yo, ooh, I love Final Fantasy VII, man. Let me just tell you, like, yeah. By the way, I reviewed the remake. I'll put a little thing on the side here. But the Final Fantasy VII, like the original classic game from PlayStation 1, I have played so many times, going back, unlocking all the characters, getting the material, all the materials, all the summonings. Dude, I spam every time I play the game. Let me tell you this. I give Yuffie, two summonings. I give Cloud two summonings. And then I basically, my main cast, Cloud, Tifa, Yuffie. That's always been my main three. And yeah, I do use the other ones, but it's mostly Cloud, Yuffie, Tifa. No, Cloud, Tifa, Yuffie. That's how I set it up. And oh man, that with Cloud in that battle again. Now let me just say this: Cloud is my favorite JRPG character or RPG character in general, right? Like, well, if you're going to put Zelda in the mix, then I would kind of say Link, to be honest, a little bit more because I love the Legend of Zelda games. I grew up with Zelda and Final Fantasy and 7 especially. And, oh man, it's just, that, just so many ideas what could happen, right? When I think about, Cloud being in that battle, are they going to do Link versus Cloud remake? Are they going to do Cloud versus Guts from Berserk? Are they going to do Cloud versus Zidane from Final Fantasy 9? Are they going to do Cloud versus random idea? Nah, no way, dude. But if they do Cloud versus Akame, I'm sorry, Akame. Yo, Akame best skill, Akame cool, but Cloud will kill. The dude fought Sephiroth many times. You know what I mean? I don't see that going good for if they do that. But by the way, let me just say this: we already talked about Dragon Ball. We already talked about Final Fantasy. Let's talk about Akame ga Kill. Will Akame ga Kill have a return? Most likely not. Let's be honest. Akame ga Kill is like Mega Man serious when it comes to that battle. So far there's only been 3 Mega Man dead battles. The boss, Wily, Mega Man versus Astro Boy, Mega Man Battle Royale. Maybe I'm missing one, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's only been 3. And there's a space in between the 3. So what I think is going to happen is in 2 seasons, because this is going to be season 8, so maybe in season 10 we'll have a Akame ga Kill character. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe in season 9 or next season, which is season 8, we can have another Akame ga Kill character, but in my opinion, I do not see that happening. Let's be honest, you know what I mean? So, let me just talk about the next thing. Now, what dead battles would I enjoy to see? Now, I'll be honest, I try to think about the characters, their power levels, and kind of make a good matchup. To be honest, dead battle matchups, yeah, they have been here and there, debatable. I'm counting last 2 seasons as well. Yeah, they've been here and there, in my opinion, they're not 100% great matchups. So, what I was thinking is talk about a few other matchups which I think would be more fair and more understandable on why, power level wise. And, because if you're going to make a stomp fight, then what the fuck is the point of making the fight? That's just my opinion. For example, why would you want to see Yoshi fighting Sephiroth? Well, Smash Bros. Did it. That doesn't mean to make it into a real fight. You know what I mean? Like, Sephiroth, Supernova Yoshi. Dude, pull Yoshi over here. It's a KO. I'm sorry. Like, pull Yoshi's going to be ashes. Like, he more ash than Pokemon Ash. But, yeah, so I was thinking, they should bring Tifa back. Because last time, we all know that was a fuck up. But Tifa versus Sailor Jupiter. I think that would be pretty cool. You know, both of them, they are more known to do hand-in-hand combat. They are more, capable of doing that more compared to their friends like Sailor Moon, Cloud. I think that would be pretty interesting. And plus, both of them use magic, materia, and lightning. For Sailor Jupiter, I think both of them are very capable of taking one another. They both have handled galaxy bustles and stuff. We've seen Beerus versus Sailor Galaxia. Galaxia's from Sailor Moon, and Sailor Jupiter helped defeat Sailor Galaxia. If you did not know, just wanted to put that there. And we've already talked about Sephiroth being a supernova god that could spin and just has a crazy power level. So that's the world where Tifa comes in. Yes, if you're going to compare the villains, Sephiroth definitely wins. But overall, I think this will be a great matchup. It will be interesting. It will be fun to watch the, back and forth interactions, the conversations they will have during the fight or even before, leading up to the fight. Oh, this will be pretty cool if they do that. And this is another reason which I would say I want to see Yuffie and Ibuki fight. Final Fantasy versus Street Fighter. Also, I was thinking about what was it? I remember in the season finale, right? I kept seeing characters being put out there, like, hey, this person. I've seen a lot of Saitama being wanted in Dead Battle, and in my opinion, Wally from Dr. Slump versus Saitama, because I heard like Saitama started out like gag manga. Gag manga is more like your, funny shit. For example, compared it to Dragon Ball, it's not that serious. People could get hit in the head with a fucking boulder and still be like, hey, that hurt. It's like, what the hell's going on? But yeah, I just want to put that out there. What do you all think about that? Wale versus Saitama. Because that's one thing I was like, I kind of forgot, but then, I had to pause and really think about it. I was like, because I think a lot of funny fights, if done correctly, they could be good. Just saying. I know a lot of times many people kind of like serious fights. But don't get me wrong, I enjoy those, but I do enjoy the funny fights if it's done correctly. Wally vs. Saitama it's possible to make that, if done correctly, it could be one of the greatest fights. I'm just saying. But with that being that, I would just say, yeah, pretty much that's it. It's so, Broly. What do I rate this? I would say the Broly fight overall, it's not my favorite fight. I'd even go as far as say Beerus vs. Sailor Galaxia is way better. It's not even comparison. I'm not saying it's a bad fight. It's a good fight, in my opinion. But Beerus vs. Sailor Galaxia is the way better Dragon Ball, that battle of this year. It's not even comparison, in my opinion. Like, that fight just... It was the fight of the year. It's like the greatest fight of this year, in my opinion. Maybe, what was it? The second one, I would say maybe the Machamp. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And yeah, the other ones were pretty cool too. I forget which one was the other one I really, really enjoyed. Was this the Death Battle season with Esdead? Because the Esdead fight was... okay, I may be wrong. Maybe that's last year's. But if it was this year's, yeah, I think it was. Then that one is definitely up there on my favorites. But with that being that, let me just say this. Cloud versus Link. That's most likely going to happen. Tell me what you all think, because to be honest, I was kind of thinking about that a little bit more than, the other fights recently. I was like, they will do that. Maybe they'll bring Zidane. Maybe they'll bring, what was it? Pit from the Nintendo franchise. I forget the name. Kid Icarus. Yes. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be Link versus Cloud too. But this time, there's many issues. So if you want me to break down why it would be interesting and fun to watch Link versus Cloud Part 2, and why would it be bad? There's good and bad with that fight. So with that being that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye.